I have not seen those words in 2 weeks. How I miss each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being interested in what we're doing. Thank you for following us on our journey. As you probably already know, my name is Craig Goldberg with inHarmony Interactive, and this is our weekly drop-in each and every Tuesday, just about each and every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific. I go live from my home studio to share with you exactly what's going on with inHarmony Interactive. And today we're going to cover inventory updates because we've got some updates and things are ever changing in our supply chain. We also have Mother's Day coming up. So we're going to talk a little bit about Mother's Day, and then we're going to talk about some trends in the industry. I love keeping an eye on and keeping tabs on everything that's happening, and it's volatile and it's ever changing. And I absolutely love what I'm seeing. And I want to talk a little bit about how we differentiate from the market. And I also want to talk a little bit about what we're doing on Instagram, because this is on Facebook and it's on YouTube. And I know a lot of you are on Instagram. We're also going to be starting to do some stuff on LinkedIn as well. And I want to start to talk about what type of content you can see in which area. And yeah, that's what today is all about. So as you come online, if you're watching the replay, if you're watching us live, drop a comment, say hello, and let us know where you are. Let us know what you love about what we're doing, or let us know what you think we can improve upon. We love feedback, and very happy to engage in conversations with you and let you know exactly what is happening. So first things first, we want to talk about inventory and what's happening. For a while there, we were in full stock, meaning everything was on the shelf and everything was ready to ship in real time. And that has changed, actually. So first and foremost is BrainTap. Many of you have been waiting for a BrainTap headset. BrainTap very quickly ran out of inventory, caught them off guard. Obviously, it caught us off guard as well. We've sent communications out to each and every one of you that are waiting. We've also put a post up on the product page for BrainTap and all of our Cocoon products that the BrainTap headset, which typically ships separately, will be delayed. At this point, it's Tuesday, April 26th. And our family over at BrainTap tells me they will be back in stock on Monday of next week. So within 6 days, same communication that went out to everybody. But if you're sitting on the sidelines and you're thinking, hey, I want to get a BrainTap headset, now you can know that you can certainly pick it up today, get your order in, which I definitely suggest because they have a lot of demand for their products. And they've told me they're going to prioritize our shipments to make sure that they go out. So BrainTap is going to be getting a shipment in on Monday, and they are poised and ready to turn around and ship beginning on Tuesday. So we will send out tracking numbers to those of you that are waiting for your technology, and it's on the way. So BrainTap on back order, short period of time. It seems to be the season and what's happening there in the supply chain. And I certainly have a lot of sympathy and compassion for them. The next thing I want to talk about is our sound lounge. Our sound lounge is in stock. All of our sound lounges, I think we have about 25 sound lounges in our warehouse right now. We are waiting on amps, which arrive. They ship today. So I expect them to arrive tomorrow or the day after. I'm actually off to San Diego on Thursday so that I can help Dom build our accessory packs, get them up to our warehouse. And I expect that we will be shipping sound lounge orders. I think there's 1 or 2 of them that are due to go out. Those orders will ship by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. I'll have another update next Tuesday as I go live each and every Tuesday. The last is practitioners. Practitioners are also in stock. There's 4 of you that are actually waiting for shipments, including one going off to Sweden, which is very exciting. Our amps just came in last night. For those, the practitioners are in stock. The rest of the accessories are already at our office. Dom has already made those accessory packs. They're going to head up to the warehouse with sound lounge amps on Friday of this week. So I expect our practitioner back order will also ship next week. The sad news is I have 1 left after that. I have 10 more sound lounges. I have 10 more practitioners on order. I'll have a better update for exactly when those are going to be ready, probably by next week or the week after, as we just wait for the supply chain, mainly foam and materials that have been ordered, that will have a better ETA of when they're going to arrive, when they're going to cross the border, when they're going to get to our manufacturer, and then, of course, when they're going to turn around and get back to us. We're back in the weeds when it comes to managing our supply chain. And that's thanks to each and every one of you and all of our new customers and all of our new community members. I thank you and I applaud you. It is part of the business. It's what we do. And that's exactly what we're in the middle of. So sound lounges. Oh, and by the way, our meditation cushions are all in stock. We have about 270 or so, 277 to be exact, as of this morning, that are in stock and ready to ship. If you're ordering any of our Cocoon products, our inHarmony products will ship as soon as they're in stock. Hello, Denise. Thank you. Thank you. Our inHarmony orders will ship. That portion of your order will ship as soon as it's in stock. The BrainTap headset will ship separately, and I know they've got a big order coming in, which should help them stay in stock for some time. As things shift, as things change, I will, of course, keep you updated right here. I have missed you these last couple of weeks, and I actually had my entire family here visiting me here in Las Vegas. So as an entrepreneur, I never really get days off. However, I did try and spend as much time as I possibly could with my mom and my dad, my sister, my brother-in-law, and my two beautiful nephews. My sister, my brother-in-law, and my nephews met my daughter for the first time. So this was a very beautiful time for me, and I appreciate you all holding space. Thank you, Denise. I missed you, even though we were trading texts while my parents were here, and we were trading messages on Telegram. Those of you who don't know, I actually have two private Telegram groups for our existing users and for our affiliates, where I stay in pretty constant contact with everybody in our community. All of our users, everybody gets invited once you purchase our tech or the BrainTap tech. And then we also have, for all of our affiliates, we have close to 250 affiliates at this point, represented all over the United States, Canada, Mexico, the UK, Australia. We're really experiencing a lot of fantastic growth. And one of the ways that we stay connected is through a private Telegram group. The reason it's private is so that we can talk specifically and openly about our clients, about our experiences, about our testimonials, without being concerned about the public and some scrutiny that could come in from the public. So we do manage those private groups. And I hope if you're watching this and you have our tech, shoot me an email. If you're looking for an invite, if that invite came out, you can totally send me a new invite. If you haven't been there, thank you, Lenora. I appreciate you. Canada is in the house, and she does radiate positivity. I love you, Lenora, and I appreciate you being here. It's been a very exciting time, no doubt, between taking some time with my family and enjoying some downtime, rejuvenating, and just taking care of myself. I'm also in the middle of a 10-day Sound Lounge challenge. So hopefully you've been seeing that on Facebook. You've been watching that on YouTube. Both channels, both platforms rather, have my 10-day challenge. And I've basically been going live right after my Sound Lounge session and talking to you about what's going on before, during, and after that session. There's a playlist on our YouTube channel. I hope you'll click up, click down, or scroll around, or wherever it might be versus your vantage point right now. But this has really been something that's been very powerful for me personally. I've been using my Sound Lounge for 5 years. So it gives me a very unique perspective, and I love flipping open the camera. I got this, oh, it's not even in here. It's in the Sound Lounge room, but I got this fancy ring light. I got this fantastic microphone that I just started using so that I can really start creating content like a champ. And that's my goal. My goal is to continue to inform you, to teach, to train, to educate, and to talk about our technology based on the questions that we get on Telegram, based on the questions that we get through help at I Am in Harmony or support at I Am in Harmony that get emailed to us on a regular basis. Jason, I will send you an invite. I see that. I'll send you an invite. And we got to get you included on that. I know you've got our tech. I know you love it. So I definitely want you to be there as well. So creating a lot of content, and we'll talk about that. Then we'll talk about Mother's Day, and then we'll talk about our industry. But it all kind of ties together because there's a lot happening right now on the socials talking about vibroacoustic therapy, vibration therapy, sound therapy. There's a lot of new people and new players in the space, and I love watching it. I truly believe a rising tide raises all ships. I love to watch my competitors succeed because this industry is so small. There's so much potential in what we do and how we do it that I really love to watch and see what's happening. I love seeing them promote themselves on social media. I love to see the questions and the comments. I read through their posts. I follow what they're doing. And most importantly, I follow what they're doing so that I can continue to differentiate. I believe this is a big enough industry that we can all have our slice, that we can all raise the vibration of the planet together, rowing in similar directions, but innovating and innovating and innovating. So I love what I'm seeing out there in the industry right now. You're going to continue to see from us how we're innovating. We have a new product that's going to roll out here probably in the next 2 months. I think if we can do it any faster than that, we will. The web pages are just getting designed as we speak. The product flows, the checkout flows, all of that just needs to be built and developed, and it's all in the works. So you're going to start to see us talking about that more. Vibroacoustic therapy in the workplace, vibroacoustic therapy in the corporate world, the impact that we can have on the C-suite and the entire employee base. A lot of very interesting research that's being released, a lot of test cases that we're going to share with you of applications specifically of our Sound Lounge and the BrainTap immersed in the corporate world and the business sector. And you're going to start to see us start to talk about that on LinkedIn. The very spectacular Lynn Fisher, our SVP of the Cocoon Wellness Suites, is going to emerge and begin to start talking a lot about what's happening in the workplace specifically as well. There's a lot of potential there. You can catch me on Instagram for those of you that are on Instagram, and you're going to start to see a lot of short reels that are going to be very specific answers to specific questions. I can't go in depth. It's one of the things that I'm actually working on, and I'm really excited to be working on, is my ability to be brief and specific and right on point. So there's nothing like a 60-second reel to help me reel it in and keep nice and on target with my words and how we're doing it. And I'm actually really proud of myself in that I'm doing them in one take. And then I've got a phenomenal team behind me that is helping to propagate that and get it out to the marketplace as well. So lots of great things that are going to be happening through Instagram Reels. Lots of great things that are going to be happening through videos on our FAQ as well, which is very exciting. And then, of course, on LinkedIn, I'm not sure exactly how that content or what that content is going to look like, but I know it's going to be data-driven, and it's going to be talking about the test cases and use cases that we already have in the corporate world. If you're watching this and you own a Sound Lounge, a practitioner or a meditation cushion, and you're using it for any type of business application, please send me an email. Please send me an email. It's right here, Craig@inharmony.com. I would love to collaborate with you. I would love to learn about how you're applying our tech in the business world, in the corporate world, maybe what potential or what impact it's having on your employee base. We've got an awful lot of ideas, and we've seen a lot of early success in this space as well. So very excited that companies and corporations are coming back to their offices, coming back to shared office spaces. And because of that, we're noticing a trend where C-suites and HR departments are looking for products and services that can really cater to the health and well-being of their employee base. Now, this has been happening for some time, especially with my roots in San Diego and New York City. But right now, it seems more poignant than ever to look for specifically mental health applications and technology or tech-assisted mindfulness, tech-assisted meditation, and giving your employee base just a sharp edge on what else is happening in the space, and hopefully a sharp edge on your competitors as well. So look for that to be rolled out, and to be rolled out over the next month or so. So we'll have plenty of time that we can talk about it here. And I will share bits and pieces of that to Instagram and Facebook, and to the extent that I can share it to our YouTube networks as well, and certainly into our Telegram channels, because so many of you I know use our tech and cater to folks in the corporate world, but might not have that corporate application yet. So very excited about the potential of our tech in the workplace. Obviously, I use it in my workplace throughout the day. I'm hopping on my Sound Lounge. I'm hopping on the meditation cushion when I need a break. You'll see me wearing my glasses today. I've been sitting in front of this computer for 8 hours, cranking either this little screen or this big screen, and just creating content, applying to eat, doing all the things I do all day long, and my eyes are actually feeling the strain. So I put on these blue blocking glasses, and it gives me a couple more hours with less eye strain, less better focus, and that sort of thing. All right. The last thing that I want to talk about today is Mother's Day. Mother's Day is fast approaching. I don't know the exact date, but it's probably in 2 or 3 Sundays. And I want to talk about the potential impact that our tech has for moms and families. I am a father of a beautiful 2-year-old daughter. I'm married to my spectacular wife, Ipek. We've been together for 14 or 15 years, which is absolutely remarkable to me. And our technology is a big part of both of our days and nights. And there are many times where Ipek will hop on the sound lounge at the end of the night after we put Harmony down for bed, and she'll rejuvenate and recuperate on our sound lounge. There's times where we use our tech even during the day. And one of my favorite aspects of having a sound lounge in your home is that when mom or dad are on the sound lounge, nobody bothers mom or dad while they're on the sound lounge. It's their time for peace and quiet. You don't want to disturb a body that is on the sound lounge. They're immersed and wrapped in that cocoon of sound and frequency. And you don't know if they're sleeping. You don't know if they're awake. You don't know if they're lucid dreaming, astral projecting. You don't know where they are. To touch their body would bring them back into it. So that time is very important for moms, for dads alike. It really has a profound impact on your home. And I know Ipek would back this up. Her and I are actually going to shoot some content together for Instagram. We're going to talk a little bit about how she uses our technology and how it's applicable. The impact. I was just telling the story today on a beautiful podcast interview, which is going to be released here in a couple of months for a summit that's coming up. I'll have more details coming out over email. And of course, on our YouTube channel, on Instagram, Facebook, we'll be promoting what's going on. But we were literally just talking about the impact that our tech has had on my daughter. My wife used our sound lounge throughout her pregnancy. Now, we turned the volume down, we turned the vibration down, but she used it to calm and relax her nervous system. She used it to calm and relax and take care of achy muscles and soreness throughout her body. My daughter, within 1 week of being born, was on the sound lounge. Now, I will tell you, I lifted her head up off the sound lounge. We turned the volume down way low, but as an infant, as a newborn, I was holding her on the sound lounge, laying with her. She would lay on my chest while I would lay on the sound lounge. So sound and frequency therapy has been a part of her life since day one. And now, fast forward 2 years later, and my daughter literally jumps up on the sound lounge, points to it, wants to get on it, wants to use it. She puts on the headphones. She lays on it on her own at this point now. She still has the attention span of a 2-year-old, and she'll lay there for a minute, 2 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes. Sometimes she just wants to play with the app and restart the song over and over again. But sound and vibration therapy is a part of my daughter's life. And that is something that warms my heart, both as the owner and entrepreneur that's bringing this to life, as well as a father and dad, because I know the impact that it's having on her nervous system, on her brain as it develops, and on her neurology and her nervous system. So this is something that gets me very excited. Mother's Day is fast approaching. If you're thinking about an unbelievably unique gift, you need to take a look at our technology. You need to take a look at the meditation cushion, or even just a subscription to our app, a 1-year subscription. We are going to be putting out some communications around this. We've got some emails that are going to be coming out about this as well. And specifically for the app, we're going to be running some specials as well. So if you have interest, please reach out. I'm just shifting back to the comments here, and I appreciate you all. Jennifer Cross, absolutely. Oh, that's awesome. Jennifer, we absolutely need to talk. I would love it if you would reach out to me, and I'll get back to you on these comments. Denise, I'm not sure what May 8th is, but I'm very much, May 8th, that's probably Mother's Day. Oh, there we go. It's next weekend. That's right. I'm off to San Diego this weekend. We've got 2 powerful events coming up that you'll see me posting about. They're not really so open to the public, but next weekend I'll be at an Epics event, which is just a group of badass entrepreneurs that I tend to travel with. And we've got a ranch event in RVs in the middle of the desert that we're pretty excited about. And then the week after that is EDC, Electric Daisy Carnival. We've been invited back to take care of the artists at EDC. So you'll see some posts. We just did that back in October. Now they're doing another one here in May. And I believe it's going to be annually every May. And then we're looking at the Sedona Yoga Festival. We're looking at the 8th annual Biohacking Conference. We're sad to miss Paleo FX this weekend. There are so many events and so many opportunities for us to get our tech out there. I got a lot of love and a lot of gratitude for each and every one of you. We're approaching 20 minutes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for letting me know that Mother's Day is May 8th. I appreciate you, Denise. My head spins sometimes, I tell you. I hope each and every one of you have a spectacular day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week, if not before. Bye-bye.